Yeah, there's really not much going on in the news. I just was looking at this. This is honestly the top story, which is sad. It's like another Kellyanne Conway and Trump battle the media. Like this is gonna happen all year. It just seems like it. I don't even care either way. I know it's a script, so it's just to me it's funny. There's no way that this is like a reality right now. Couldn't possibly be real. I it aggravates me more that people aren't catching on than actually seeing it. I don't care. It's just funny to me at this point. When I hear it on the radio and talk show, when I'm in other people's cars, and it just drives me wild. This camera shit is crappy. I don't know what's wrong with the lens, but they could have cleaned it up a little bit. The paperwork may or may not be real. Who knows? But listen, they talk about that right away. It's a joke, dude. He's reading a script. Um, and that's what honestly ticks me off about the presidency. Like it's like people, we've been through this. These guys, they don't write what they say. Like every media plug is like predetermined. They have a staff behind them. There's no he doesn't really speak a word out of place. This is like it's all devised to have like people have been saying for years the United States is a corporation. They're just trying to like ease that into the mind of everybody else by these like plugs and all this other crap. They're getting this family in trouble for. This was planned years ago. The materialistic. The next president's probably going to be. Who knows? Who knows what the next two candidates will end up being? Whoever the media wants to cover. So this is at 2:40 Eastern time. I guess I'll just play the video. It's just going to end up being like a long ass thing.
Seen so much paper on the president's desk. And it's because we're negotiating.
Yeah, because these are all props. That's why. Like these media shit. This shouldn't do anything for anybody.
Getting lots of deals for our country, which would be tremendous. And
He has like such a small vocabulary on camera for this role as president. On his basically on his candidacy, on his like campaign, they started dumbing the rhetoric down. Like they don't let him expand his vocabulary. I don't understand why people are falling for the whole he all he says is like very very good, and I'm like I've seen him speak in other interviews. It's like people have amnesia. He's more well spoken than he's coming off. This act is like a completely different demeanor. That's what throws me off when I listen to other people. It's like this guy is not. He's they try to make him out to be like an idiot with the tweets. It's not really him tweeting. It's a whole. This guy used to be in the ring in like WWE. It's like proving to you that like our world is scripted. Let's see what he says. He said the pile of paperwork. Yeah, right, whatever. The props. The phones are props. Little statue in the back. Intel investment in an Arizona factory. Okay.
I just want to introduce Brian Krasanik, who's the CEO of Intel, a great, great company. And Brian called a few weeks ago and said we want to do a very big announcement having to do with our country, but also having to do mostly with Arizona and the jobs and the great technology that will be produced. So this is Brian, and Brian, why don't you say a few words and maybe also talk about the product you're going to be making? It's amazing.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President, for this. It's an honor to be here today representing Intel and to be able to announce our $7 billion
This whole like that's what I'm saying. Like this whole like business into presidency. Our country is a corporation. It's like that's what it is. And now you have CEO. What was his title?
to be here today
Intel
representing
CEO.
Intel, and to be able to announce our $7 billion investment in our newest, most advanced factory, Fab 42.
This is like an ad. It's like a plug. He's like the perfect presidency. This deception is like people should be well aware of what's going on. It's so obvious, like he's like this scapegoat president. Like it's like, oh, Trump's gonna be the guy that like ruins everything, and he made America corporate. That's what like so-called intelligent people will be saying in 5 years. I guarantee it, or probably tomorrow. He's turning America into like a corporation. He's like running ad plugs during the it. Oh yeah. It's all an ad. Everything's an ad. What do you mean? The media is plugging an agenda. Steering this country, steering the world the wrong way. Why the average person can't see like what the play is here is like beyond me. They're muddying up the whole scene here with this type of presidency. He's like the business. He was always in the spotlight. Political campaigns like that, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, those are just like testing the waters. They had him like say something about Trump. It was like hilarious to me because I honestly was thinking about Arnold Schwarzenegger the week before. He like paved the way for this. He like was the primer. It's gonna be. I don't see it going in reverse. I think we're gonna see another, like maybe we'll see another figure like this run for like a candidacy, Democratic candidacy. Who knows? They might just keep going with this whole like corporate America. Yeah. Most of the population is like completely oblivious to the fact that's already a fact. America's been a corp.
In Chandler, Arizona. Fab 42 will employ
42.
approximately 3,000 direct, high-paying, high-wage, high-tech jobs at its peak, and over 10,000 people in the Arizona area in support of the factory. This is an example of the wafer that will be built in Fab 42, one of our newest 10-nanometer silicon wafers.
Oh, what is it?
7
Oh,
nanometers
it's got the cells. I couldn't see it right at first. I'm not like too into the supercomputer. I don't know much about that. What is this? I have no idea. It's cells. I can see them now in the reflection. But it's all like this little media plug is weird.
This is one of our newest 10 nanometers.
It looks like a mirror up until the point.
This is one of our newest 10 nanometer silicon wafers. 7 nanometers will be built in Fab 42.
It's like a little like
And
lens
this
flare.
is
Yeah, it's
the
weird.
future of computing.
Great thing for Arizona. Unbelievable company and product, and we're very happy. And I can tell you the people of Arizona are very happy. It's a lot of jobs, and probably the investment. What do you say your total investment will be? What?
Total investment in just this factory is $7 billion. But if you take Arizona, we already have 2 other factories in Arizona. So we have several tens of billions of dollars of investments in factories in Arizona.
Several tens of billions. Okay. This is serious then.
We're the #1 private employer in Arizona.
So that was like a little plug for Arizona. whatever factory there. I mean, if I was out there, I worked there. Intel factory, that sounds pretty sweet. Let's see, let's go over this. This video I found funny. This is why I wanted to make the video. But you should see this. Washington Post is funny. They're funny as shit, dude. Watch.
The money they need to
look at it. Look at that. Look in the camera, shit.
I don't want to defund anybody. I want to give them.
Looks right into the camera. I love it. It's so funny. He's the ultimate like stooge president, but he's acting this to a T. People are blown. I can't believe people like are falling for this. Washington Post. They got the 8. It looks like an 8.
I want to defund anybody. I want to give
Look at this. Watch it. Looks right in the camera.
The money they need to properly operate as a city or a state. If they're going to have sanctuary cities, we may have to do that. Certainly that would be a weapon.
Look at this groove in the background. I gotta turn it up.
To defund anybody. I want to give them the money they need to properly operate as a city or a state. If they're going to have sanctuary cities, we may have to do that. Certainly that would be a weapon.
See? It's pretty crazy. What is Washington Post doing, honestly? Police, ICE. That was like a wicked slow zoom out. This is so sick, right? Oh shit, look at that. 37. They love this shit. I feel like they made this like for me. I know that sounds crazy, but like they probably peeped my video. Oh, that was New York Times. I've done Washington Post before. Isn't that hard? Like all this is pretty dope. I'm not gonna go all the way back, but like this, it's just incredible. They have, whoa, look at that. Isn't that crazy? It said Jesus on there. Like I know that's somebody's name. But like, that's gotta be fake. They wouldn't have like an actual person's information getting zoomed out. I don't know. Apartment, like it's like our apartment and shit. This has gotta be fake. But look at that. Jesus A. And then like last name. And it's like like she forgot her name or something. Oh, a middle initial. This has gotta be fake. Oh, what is it? Is it Jesus? I have no idea. Look at 666. They got the groove going on in the background. Uh-oh, right? This is crazy. CNN better like step up.
I've been very clear, okay? I've been very clear that at that time, we didn't think we were in violation of federal law, okay?
Well, you still don't know if you are.
We don't, but we're at risk of losing millions of dollars.
She got straight up burned.
Elected officials don't get to pick and choose which laws they will obey. This is the session when we will ban sanctuary cities in Texas.
Oh.
The language in the executive order affecting sanctuary cities talks about giving basically the immigration police complete authority as an individual to decide if there's cause to detain somebody. I can't compromise on that issue.
Should they even be allowed to add the music to this? It seems like kind of a little bit crazy.
Secondly, I'm directing Department of Justice to
Destroying
form
the
a task
blood
force on reducing
of our
violent
youth. The frig
crime
is that supposed to mean?
in America. And thirdly, I'm directing the Department of Justice to implement a plan to stop crime and crimes of violence against law enforcement officers. The ceremony should be
Sessions
seen
is
as a
like
clear
insane,
message
dude.
to the gang members and drug dealers terrorizing innocent people. Your day is over. A new era of justice begins.
Yeah, Sessions looks kind of flat. He's like red cheeks.
And it begins right now. I want to again thank and congratulate Mary and our new Attorney General, Jeff Sessions. Thank you very much.
Okay, here we go. What is this? More paperwork. Oh, empty desk now. See what I mean? Those are props. They just move that in there. It was a lot of signing. It looked like a shit ton of work. Must be busy, you know. Those are like product placement. I don't know what those are. Phones. Do those need to be on the desk? Like, these type of phones are kind of old-fashioned anyway. Like, at what point would this be necessary? Doesn't the guy use Twitter? Aren't they like trying to like promote Twitter? I see that that's like a sinking ship. Twitter's blowing it. I mean, they have all these stupid media plugs. Nobody believes that. They gotta take these out of here and make it as though he's checking his DMs and shooting tweets. I don't buy that. I don't buy it for 1 second. Neither should anybody else. He's not tweeting. That's not him saying that. It's a staff of people coming up with something that they know is going to create the most divide and conquer like rhetoric out in the public amongst the people. Everything is clear. They're probably been like forcing celebrities to write. Get involved with Twitter to like breathe life into like. Basically, they're beating a dead horse with these social networks, in my opinion. What do they? Would they change the name and the format a little bit, and supposedly like it's cooler? Like MySpace, Facebook, Twitter. That's what I mean. It's like beating a dead horse. At what point does this shit just get old? It's gonna be laughed about. All this is so funny. Just look at this freeze frame. They're all actors. This lady's most in character. See, that was a pretty good little... See the little scrunching she's doing with her mouth? That is way better acting than these two guys. They're like, look, they look like they're ready to laugh. They probably do. When the camera's off, like, only the people in this room, they probably do like 9 takes because they burst out laughing every 2 seconds. Look, they just looked like they were laughing. She keeps character very good.
Enforcing federal law with respect to the transnational criminal
Are they like trying to make him look like a woodchuck or something?
organization implementing international trafficking. Will be accepted. Thank you.
Okay.
And public safety.
She almost laughed right there. how many pictures do they need of him like
Preventing
opening?
violence against federal, state, tribal, and local law enforcement officials. Very important. All very important.
Oh, he's the law and order president. That's why this one's pretty important though.
Thank you all very much.
Do you see how many? Do you get how many pictures were taken there? That is crazy.
Did you know 98% of the cloud runs on Intel?
See the cloud. They love
That
it.
rideshare? You
They love it. Is that the guy from?
actually rode here on the cloud.
That's the guy from The Big Bang Theory, right? With his like flat tie. We're in for some shit, dude. We're in for some. The cloud. They're gonna do some cloud shit. They want everybody on the cloud.